World Series champion, Dodgers outfielder Alex Call joining us right now on FT. Alex, great to have you on the show. We appreciate the time. Great shirt. How's life in the off season and being a champ?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. It's been a blast. Just kind of soaking it up. We're getting ready to rock and roll here pretty soon. But yeah, just been trying to soak it all in, enjoy every moment, still kind of pinching myself. It's been an amazing year and couldn't be happier to be where I'm at and with this org and just a great group of guys too.
What is the off season for a guy who got traded over there and isn't one of the superstars? Nobody says, "Wow, look at this lineup! Freddie, Mookie, Alex Call, Shohei." What is the off season for you as a World Series champion? Are you called to do signings and go to dinners? And they're like, "Oh, we got Alex Call," and you're like, "Well, it's because you couldn't get Freddie Freeman. That's why you got Alex Call." Nothing against Alex Call, but just some people don't. Some people never get the feeling or understanding that there's 26 dudes on this roster, and not every one of them is the marquee name guy.
Yeah, I mean, I've had different signing events. I'm working out a deal with a local Chevy dealer in LA. Um, Shout out Felix Chevrolet. But yeah, there's a lot of things that come with it, and yeah, it takes a full team to make it happen. But certainly, grateful to just have a place in the lineup. Whenever my name gets called with Freddie and Mookie and Shohei, and the list goes on and on. It's pretty cool. When I started Game 4 of the World Series, it's like I need that lineup card because my name is in it in the World Series next to all these guys. It's something that's like, how many people get to actually say that? How many people actually get to do that and experience that? And praise God that I'm one of them.
I mean, yeah, not many people get to experience it, but also not many people get to put together pro big league at bats. Because when I always talk about it as a catcher, when you're preparing in the playoffs for a lineup, people don't put as much time into preparing for Alex Call and your at bats, the amount of pitches per at bat. Did you say when you went in, I just got to be me? I'm just because that's the kind of at bats that I saw when you played for the Nats. The at bat you had like kind of relentless at bats for a team who wasn't winning games. Was it easy for you to be you on a team that was trying to win all their games? Because it really, to me, it really showed that you have an understanding of the strike zone all the way back to the Phillies. The Phillies at the at-bats you had against the Phillies, and then going into the World Series too, adding that value. Was that just you being you, or were you like, okay, I got to be somebody different now than with the Dodgers?
Yeah, no, the message was really clear once I got here. It's like, hey, we got you because we like what you do, and so keep doing you. And that really just took the pressure off of me. Because when your name gets called and they're like, you're going to the Dodgers, I'm like, the Dodgers are the best team in baseball. They're the prohibited World Series favorites, and at the deadline, they want Alex Call on their team. And I felt really validated by that. I've been grinding through my career and just trying to establish myself as a Major League Baseball player, and to have some success and kind of keep rolling the years together, and then to get traded for by an organization like the Dodgers with the pedigree that they have and the championship team that they already had, it was really cool. And so for them to say, hey, we love what you do and we want you to keep doing it. Don't try to be anybody else. That's exactly what I set out to do, and was able to take some good at bats when it counted, and contribute to our team, and it was really cool. But yeah, for me, it's just about, hey, how is the at the most basic element, baseball is about getting on base. So get to first base somehow. And then how do you do that? For me, it's like, okay, I need to swing at strikes, which is again very elementary. But if you swing at strikes, and not only strikes, but your strikes, the balls within the zone that you like the best, not the ones on the corner or the ones maybe not in your hot zone. So be really picky about those pitches. And then if you don't get one and you get to two strikes, well, now it's like, okay, I got to cover the whole zone. I'm not going to expand, and I'm absolutely battle to make this guy work. So hopefully, yeah, when when the lineup turns over and we get back to the top, it's like he's maybe feeling a little bit extra tired. And I hopefully was a part of that reason, to make him work a little bit harder. And, it's kind of a fun role. It's kind of a niche that I've carved out, I feel like, and just have really found that, oh yeah, teams actually do value that. There's a lot more than baseball than just hitting home runs, than just, doing all this extra stuff. And feel really comfortable in that role.
Dude, you hit that perfectly. I was going to ask you some differences from Nationals to Dodgers. You can hit on that a little bit. I think you kind of hit on most of it. But also, after that, if you got anything else you want to say about that, tell me a little about your offseason right now. It looks like you're in rare form. You just probably got done working out. Is there anything specific that you're working on, something that maybe you struggled with that you're trying to do better at, or something that you do great at, you're trying to do even better than great at, especially?
Yeah, no, for me, it's always working on, well, one, getting healthy. At the end of the year, your body's feeling a little bit, and that was the longest season I've ever played. So I had some nicks and knacks that were getting rehabilitated and feel really great. But then on top of that, it's just making sure you get bigger, faster, stronger. And then with more specifically with my swing, with my approach, I think, I was one of the best two-strike hitters in baseball. That I want to continue to have. But then from there, I want to make sure that when I get into advantage counts, maybe a little bit more room to take a chance to, really try to drive the ball a little bit. And so just kind of working that into my routine, working into my approach, work through some counts, like, hey, let's do some advantage counts here. Okay, we'll go back to 2 strikes. All right, let's get back to the advantage counts. And just kind of work on that advantage count mindset. Because for me, I keep it pretty simple. I'm just trying to hit the ball right back up the middle, around the second baseman's feet. And that just gives me the most room for error with my swing to cover every pitch and every part of the zone, especially with 2 strikes. But at the same time, I know that I got a little bit more in the tank. And I think that's been the message that's been communicated by the Dodgers as well, as like, hey, we're going to, give you a little bit of freedom to try and test these advantage counts a little bit and, go for it.
Yeah, hit some dingers. That's what they're saying. Advantage counts or no advantage counts, hit some dingers. Now, one of the things Todd asked and you didn't answer, did you just get back from working out?
I did just get back working out. And the other thing that I've got going on, I have my daughter is 2 weeks old today. So my second child is 2 weeks old today. She woke up at 5:30 this morning and did not go back to bed. So the day started about then, and went to actually just the Dodgers facility in Glendale, worked out, and just got home. And so I'm in the garage still because this is the quiet space. I have a 2-year-old son at home as well, who he's loves to play with daddy. When daddy comes home, that means it's time to go in the backyard and go crazy. So this is my nice quiet space where I can have a nice conversation with you guys without being interrupted.
I was going to more say about you working out. You're working out in a Dodgers outfit. What happens if you need gas? What happens if you need to stop? Do you wear the Dodgers shirt outside? Because we have this conversation sometimes on the show, because some people be like, oh, you can't billboard. You can't be a billboard. And I'm just like, it's another shirt and it's comfortable.
No, I don't usually wear any Dodgers gear unless I'm going to the facility. So I've been working out at the facility, so I threw on the Dodgers gear. But yeah, I've always been. And actually, I see with the Dodgers, the LA logo is so like prominent. It's like such a brand. You actually see a lot of guys wearing like the Dodgers logo, and that was kind of something that I felt like was new. Because most of the time, yeah, you don't really wear your team hat around, but it's almost like the LA brand is so like the Dodgers brand is so intertwined with LA and the culture and the fans, that it's almost like, hey, if you want to wear a Dodger hat around, like that's totally cool. It's almost been like the vibe that I've been getting. It's been a really unique experience playing for LA. I mean, the fans are unlike anything I've really experienced. They are so passionate. Everybody cares about baseball as basically the number one, which is really refreshing. So it's been really cool.
I want to ask you a little bit about Shohei Ohtani. I don't know if you have any good stories. We saw him last night talk a little bit of English at the awards show. How is he with communications with you guys? And does he talk much in the locker room? We don't really hear much about it.
Yeah, I mean, Show is great. He's so humble. He's so amazing. It's crazy that we play the same game. But yeah, he does really well with English. I think he's more comfortable, obviously, in his first language when you do interviews and stuff like that. But yeah, he'll joke around. Just I think my favorite story is just he's in. I think I'm on the bench that game. He's DHing. Hasn't had any hits that game, and he's like, "Come on, do something, do something." And, he's laughing with all the coaches, and next at bat, home run. So it's just like, he's a different animal. He's a different cat. It's so much fun to watch. I mean, game 4 of the um, NLCS against the Brewers, 6 shutout, 3 homers, 1 left the stadium. It's like you're just watching it and you're just like, this is amazing, and it's so cool to be a part of it and just have a front row seat at it. So much fun.
He takes advantage. He takes advantage of advantage counts. Just like you're trying to work on, he's been working on that too, Alex. So that's good. You guys are same. You guys are working on the same thing. Somebody who didn't play in game 7 until the end. How surprised were you that Yamamoto went out there? Like, were you in it? Did you see any of the conversations or anything? And when he went out there, were you like, this is crazy? And then he almost lost the game for you guys. Obviously, he ends up being the MVP.
I mean, you literally can't say enough about what that guy did. Just such an incredible performance. Just grit and willingness to go out there for the team. It was incredible. I honestly didn't. I was trying to focus on my role, my routine, how I'm getting ready because I might go into the game at some point, getting ready to go in. So that kind of keeps you focused on not all the external stuff as a fan you worry about. Once you're out of the game, when I came out of the game against the Phillies, it's like, okay, my job's done. Now I can just be on the edge of my seat and my heart's pounding way harder versus when you're still preparing to go in the game, you're like, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm rolling through the situations in my head. But then you're still watching the game and you're like, wait, Yamamoto's down there, he's warming up. It's like, oh man, he's really warming up. He's gonna go in and then here he comes. And it's like, man, how many pitches did he throw last night? And um and then for him, you're just on the edge of your seat, okay, what's gonna happen? And then they had guys in scoring position, and he gets a strikeout and he gets a double play, and it's just it blows your mind. And then before you know it, you're rushing the field as World Series champs and dogpiling on him. And just another great guy, extremely humble, very diligent, hardworking, very routine, very impressive stuff that he does day in and day out. And so it's really no surprise that he's able to, put up a legendary performance like that. It's truly incredible.
All right. I should have been able to do the research before this, but I haven't. How many games in left field have you ever played?
I don't know. I mean, a lot.
Plenty. A lot, right?
Plenty. Yeah, plenty.
Do you let Andy Pages dunk on you like Andy Pages dunked on Kike in the play to save the game? Or do you knock Pages over because you've been in the gym and you're staying fit and Todd said you're looking fit?
That's a crazy play. I don't know what, I would have done in that situation. As long as the ball gets caught, I don't care if I get dunked on and posterized for the rest of my life because, I'm sure Kike feels the same way. But what an absolutely, amazing play by Andy. Oh, here's my little boy. Hi, E.
Bring him in.
Hey, Daddy's doing an interview right now. Can you go and get grandma? There we go.
Hey, that's her office. That's her office.
Hey,
that's your makeshift office.
The office got broken into. Sorry about that.
That's right. No, you're good.
But yeah, I mean, amazing play by Andy, and just really couldn't, can't put into words what that meant.
All right. Well, 9th inning of this conversation, since the kiddos will take over soon, hopefully. I wanted to ask you about the Playmakers Classic in Arizona. We're going to be out there. We'll bring special coverage on FT. It's a super meaningful event for us. We talk about it pretty frequently to our group. So wanted to get your thoughts on the Playmakers Classic, and of course your attendance too. Anyone that's on the Arizona side for spring training is able to make it, as you can see at the bottom there, February 18th, but wanted to get your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the Playmakers Classic. This will be my first time going because I've been in Florida the last few springs. But the Players Trust does amazing work, and I'm super excited to be a part of it. I'm an ambassador for them, just helping out, encouraging guys, whoever wants to get involved, give back in the community, get things started, just to encourage them and support them. So they do a really great job. I did a camp last July with the Players Trust. They put on an amazing event in my hometown when I went back to play against the Twins. Just had a tremendous time. They did such a great job helping me and supporting me with something that I was really passionate about and giving back to the place where I grew up in my community. So yeah, Playmakers Classic is gonna be a great time. It'll be great to see you guys out there, and really gonna have fun.
Do you have any idea what to expect since you haven't been to one yet? And I was at one two years ago, Scott, or 3 years ago? I'm not sure.
Two
years ago. Any idea what to expect?
I mean, it's going to be fun. There's going to be a bunch of different games. I think there's some like skee ball, like a bunch of other things, casino games, probably good food and good times. I mean, I saw some of the guys who went last year, they said it was a great time, and really looking forward to getting out there supporting a great cause.
For sure. Are you competitive? Because that's what I was going to say. There's a bunch of games. Are you a competitive person off the field? Because not everybody is. Sometimes they play nonchalant and they play cool.
I mean, I think I've learned to manage the competitive spirit. If you get me on the ping pong table, there might be a different animal that comes out. But for the most part, I stay pretty reserved and I try to just enjoy the game. But a few, maybe 10 years ago when I was in high school, would have been a completely different competitor coming out of me for no matter what game it was. But now I just try to enjoy the entire experience, and win or lose, just have a good time.
Have you played Kershaw in ping pong, and did you beat him if you have?
I did not get a chance to play Kersh in ping pong.
Okay.
What about you?
No, I haven't. I would love to play against him. I would be a good match.
God, you stink.
Yeah, here we go. This guy, he has no clue about life. Last thing for you, I want to talk a little bit about your project, your charity you got going on here, the Call for Freedom Project. Why don't you give that a little plug and talk a little bit about that a little more?
Yeah, I appreciate that. So January is National Human Trafficking Prevention Month. I partner with IJM. They're an amazing organization that takes care, helps prevent human trafficking around the world. Make sure they work with local law enforcement to really make sure that the predators who are doing this are getting caught, and they're working with the justice system to actually get these perpetrators processed and put in jail behind bars, so they can't just pay off the cops. A lot of these third world countries, they've got tough living conditions, they've got corruption running through their system, and so IJM goes in there, sets up a system, partners with them to actually get the process going to where we can get these criminals locked up so they can't continue to do these horrific crimes. And so it's an amazing organization that I'm super happy to be shouting out and supporting and doing anything I can to really help this important cause that's been near and dear to mine and my wife's heart, because really no one should have to do that, and the goal is truly to end slavery in our lifetime.
Did you get connected with IJM through PAO? Because my wife and we got connected with IJM through PAO, and then now we've moved on to another company. I mean, another charity called Worthwhile. Yeah. But did you get connected with them through there?
Yeah, I think that's where we first learned about them. And we went to PAO back in 2016, and we've been going for the most part ever since. And so it's been a while that we've kind of knew about the work that they were doing, but really want to just get involved and kind of put the pedal to the metal any way we can. And so being able to just try to raise awareness and use my voice and my platform to speak up for those who might not have one. And so getting this work done is really important.
That's awesome.
And that's professional athletes outreach for PAO. Kratz likes to use acronyms all day, and then I have to be the one that actually explains what they are. That's part of my job.
My wife and I were on the board for a few years there, so I forgot. Nice. I used it as like it's just an acronym, and then I didn't explain it. Sorry, people.
I got you. Well, Alex, really appreciate the conversation. It was great to have you on, and we'll see you at the Playmakers Classic next month.
All right. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you having me. And we'll see you guys then.
See you then.
Play with that young boy. He needs you in the house right now.
And then Dodger fans say we'll see you at Dodgers Fan Fest, which is going to be wild too. So they will see you there. Thanks, Alex.
All right. Appreciate you guys.